Welcome back to the Gold Challenge, where we're making from 0 to gold cap from flipping only. So we're currently sitting at 848k, and we've got a whole heap of items to repost. So I've been away for the weekend. We've got 1400 items to relist. So what I'm going to do is simply relist all of these. Hopefully maybe we have a few sales here behind all the expired items that we've got to relist, but I'm going to relist everything, and we're going to be starting episode 15 of flipping from 0 to gold cap with only using the auction house. If you want to learn exactly how to flip, how I am, with in-depth guides on how to set up TSM, how to set up everything that you need to know about flipping. Also, I have a guide that in-depthly explains what flipping is and how to do it yourself, and you also can get my TSM import strings and operations for TSM, so you can simply plug them in and off you go. And how I've got it set it up, you always make money on anything that you buy. Basically, it won't sell for less than 50% profit of what you've paid for the item. So we're going to that will be down in the description box, but let's jump straight into this episode. So what we're going to do is start reposting all the items, and I'll get back with you, and hopefully we have a couple sales waiting in the mailbox. If not, we're going to just buy some more items, keep reposting and getting them sales. Alrighty guys, so it's been a couple days and we've just finished listing everything up that expired on the auction house. So we have 17,802k worth of items listed up on the auction house now. A whole heap of items for a whole heap of money. And then we still have some mail in the mailbox. Let's check that out. We had a few decent sales. We've got 137k in the mailbox with 29 sales. So if we go through it here, we sold another pair of the Viking boots for 45k. That's a really nice flip right there. We got a couple. We got a 6.6k, 4.7, 2.2k. Here's another good one. We got an Island Expedition piece that sold for 14k, 6k. We've got a whole heap of sales here that have came through, which is super awesome, super exciting. That's going to bring our total up. Let's collect it all. How much do we have here? That brings us up to just under 1 million. That is awesome. So we're nearly back at that 1 million mark, and we've got a whole heap more items listed up on the auction house. So the flipping series is going super well. I think what we're going to do is we're going to do we'll do a scan, and we'll see what good items there are to flip, and then also we'll give it a bit more time, try to get some more sales, and try to reach that 1 million mark in the inventory once again. Alright guys, so it's the next day. We've just finished doing a shopping scan to see if there's any good deals, and there's a fair few. So let's just go through them and we'll grab what is worth buying. So first off, we got this. It's got a market value on my realm of 10k. So we're going to buy those. They're really cheap, 750 gold. Moving on, we've got an Island Expedition staff that sells for about 9k, and there's currently one listed, and only one listed for 1,000. So I really like items where there's only one listed. That means when I repost it, I won't have any competition. So we'll be able to reset that to the highest price, which the TSM settings and the flipping guide will set that to 11k, so 11,466 gold. So I'm going to buy that for 1k. That's a really good item. Moving on to the next thing, we've got these right here. So they have a market value of about 2.1k. We've sold a few in the past, for one for 1,000 and one for 2,660. And there's a few listed here for only 250 gold. We actually have one listed. So there's two for sale, then one of ours. Then there's one at 1,500 gold. What we're going to do is we're going to buy the two that are listed for 250 gold. We're going to cancel the one that we have listed for 250 gold, and we're going to relist all of them at the same price as this guy right here, so for 1,500 gold for each of those. So that will be a nice little flip when they sell. So another Island Expedition piece, we've sold one of these in the past for 39k, so buying these up for 3k is a no-brainer, and they're actually mostly ours, except there's one person right here that is listed for 3k also. So we're going to buy his, cancel all of ours, Then we'll reset the market value to 36k each for these items. So we'll cancel all 4 that we already have, and then we'll repost them for 36k. So we just need to sell 1. We make all of our money back plus a whole heap of profit, and the rest are just straight free 36k profits. So moving on, we've got this dagger right here. Now this only goes for 275 gold. It's got a really good sell rate though. There is a whole heap listed. There is 4 listed for 50 gold, and then there's 1 listed for 100 gold. What I'm going to do here is buy all of them, so the whole heap of them, even the 100 gold one, and then we'll reset the price to 652 gold, being the highest price that our TSM settings want to post that for. So we're going to buy up every single one of these. Pretty sure it's cool looking too. Yeah, it's pretty cool looking. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll buy up all of those. We got 3 more to buy. Buy. And then we also get the one for 100 gold, which is moved down to here. Yep. Alright, so let's grab that. Then moving on to the next item right here, which is, let's go back up to it, is another dagger. Oh, this is actually a really cool dagger. I've brought one of these in the past to actually transmog myself, just because of how cool they are. So there's one listed for 999 gold. The next highest is 2,997 gold. We're just going to buy the top one for 999 gold, and then we'll post at the same price as the next person. So we'll be undercutting that person because we've posted the item after them. Now there's a couple recipes here. So there is the Mooncloth shoulders, which are listed for 10k. They have a market value of 48k, so we're going to buy up those. There's only one of them on the market, so I really like items where there's just one, just because then there's no competition when you're reselling it. Moving on to this next recipe, the red lumberjack shirt. Now with this, there is 2 listed for 14k each, and what we can actually do if we buy both of these up is post them for the highest price our TSM settings go to, which is going to be 112k each. So for paying only 14k, I'm happy to pay that for them. If we have a chance of reselling them for 112k each, we can have a whole heap of profit on top of that. This next pattern, it's a bit cheap, we might not even worry about that one. Moving on to the next item, which is these hands right here. They're pretty cool looking hands actually. They're like cool gloves. We sold one in the past for 11k, and we've got a whole heap listed at 4k at the moment. There's one listed for 950 gold, so we're just going to buy that one, and then we'll just post at the same price as our other ones. Moving on, we have this item right here, which has a market value. It's a companion. It has a market value of 29k, and it's been going down, so anywhere from 29k to 50k this item actually goes for. There's only one listed, so we can post at the maximum price, which will be 35k. So we're going to pay 7.7k for that. There's actually 2 of them, so we're going to buy both of those up. Then we own both that are resold after. And moving on, I think this is one of the last items right here. So this item has a market value of 20k. There's a couple listed here for 5k. The next highest is 33k. So we'll buy the 2 for 5.5k each, and then we'll repost at the same price this guy's posting at by undercutting him at 33k. So we'll just pay about 11k here for these 2. When we resell one, that means we make 20k profit and our money back. Then the second one is just straight profit from there. We have these right here, these shoulders. So they have a market value of 62k, and there's 2 listed for 20k each. If you look at the region prices, they're anywhere from like 105k all the way up to 145k. So 20k is definitely a good deal for these, and they're actually really cool looking shoulders. A lot of people will actually be after these shoulders. I'm sure they won't mind paying up for those. They're really good looking. Then the last item that we're interested in right here, we've actually sold one of these recipes in the past for, what is it, 18k. We've got one listed here, and the next highest is at about 4k or 5k. So we're just going to buy the one that is listed for 2k. We'll cancel our one that we have posted, and then we're going to post at the same price, but by undercutting the next person at 4,000 999 gold. And that is it for the scan that we're doing right now. We could try this. I know this is a really rare item, this one right here. Sell rate's kind of low, but the prices are good on this. I think we're actually going to buy it. The Haunted Memento. So this is a rare item that's really hard to get. There's one listed for 150k gold, and we should be able to undercut the next person at 547. This might take a while to sell, but I think we're going to buy it. It's super rare. Let's go ahead and buy that up. Alright, awesome. So we've got a whole heap of really good items here. Let's go grab them out of the mailbox. We're currently sitting at 718k in the inventory. There's all the items we brought. We also have a few little sales here that we'll collect also, so another 5.2k. And we'll get all the items that we just got. We'll throw them up in the auction house, and we'll check out the total worth of the auction house now. So I believe when you wear this item, which I'm not going to do in case it goes soulbound, it makes like a ghost pop up around you or something like that. Pretty sure that's what it does. But anyways, let's throw it right up on the auction house. So yeah, we're going to be reposting that for a whole heap. That should bump up the auction house value. So the auction house is currently sitting at 7,509k. Let's post up all these, and that brings our total auction house value up to 18,832,000 gold, with 1,364 items listed. So the auction house is looking super good at the moment. So we'll come back in the morning and we'll see if we have some more sales and maybe look for some more items to actually invest in. It's the next day and we're back on the flipping challenge. We've got a whole heap of sales. We have 20 sales, totaling 96k. We've got 3 really big items that have sold. So the Zombs Crackling Bulwark for 44k. Then we got a Island Expedition Pirates hat. Pretty sure it's a pirate hat for 33k, and then an Island Expedition piece for 8k. We'll see how much we profited on those. So here is the pirate hat that we sold for 33k. We've actually brought 9 of these and sold 9 of these. So we've made a whole heap of gold off these. We've actually made a total of 140k straight profit from flipping these. These are going really well. They're a cosmetic piece. It's this one right here. So we paid on a smart average about 1,000 gold each for these. And we just managed to sell another one for 33k. Then the next big item is this one right here, the Zombs Crackling Bulwark. We paid 11k for this and resold it for 44k, so it's a nice little profit off that one. However, I think this is where we're going to end the episode. We're sitting at 819k in the inventory, and we'll go check the auction house. And the auction house is at 17,735k gold. We also have a sale right here for 2.2k. However, if you want to learn how to flip exactly how I've been throughout all of this series, it's all inside of my flipping guide, which will be the first link down below. It basically teaches you how to set up all the add-ons needed, how to do flipping, and it also has import strings for my groups, operations, and settings that you can plug into your TSM and do exactly what I'm doing right away. So that'll be the first link down below if you want to check that out. Till next one, take care.